afternoon, Spuds Country. This is the third place game for your Moorhead Spuds and the Bismarck Capitals. We are coming to you from the Cornerstone Bank Arena, the Armstrong Rink. This will be the final game of the Fargo International Tournament. We're down to about 15 seconds in warm-ups. Quick recap of the weekend. Friday night, your Spuds beat Elk River by a final of 8-1. On Saturday morning, they took on Fort Francis and beat them 10-1. Later that afternoon, they took on the Mandan Mayhem and tied it up at 3, which sent them into the championship rounds.
Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
This morning, they took on the Thunder Bay Shouting Media Queens. The Shout Media Thunder Bay Queens. That's a tongue twister. They fell in that game by a final of 5-1. That brings us to this game today for third place. Both teams have returned to their respective benches. Ref has gone to get his gloves. Spuds take to the ice first. It'll be number 33, Ellie Paulson, and net. Up front, it'll be number 3, Molly Hockett, and number 2, Alexa Strand. And number 4, Caitlin Shirley to center it up. Back on the blue line is going to be number 5, Mari Lovejoy, and number 6, Talia Little. Puck is down. We are underway. It's going to be sent right into the Moorhead zone. Picked up along the far side by Little. Sent out to center. Touched by Shirley and intercepted by Anderson from Bismarck. Sent into the Moorhead zone. Carried in along the near side wall by Dyer. Shot will be put on Paulson. That'll get kicked away. Rebound will be picked up from just outside the slot. Shot put on Paulson that time is going to find its way in. 14-31. Bismarck is up 1-0. Face off at center this time is going to be Bitts and Lane. Bitts is going to win the draw. Swenson steps in, knocks it free. Lee and Swenson are going to take it into the Bismarck zone. It'll be cleared right back out and backhanded back in by Ekron. And the Spuds will end up offside. Moorhead is wearing their black travel sweaters with the orange and white trim. Bismarck is wearing their white home sweaters with the blue and red trim. Spuds are skating right to left on your radio dial, and Bismarck is skating left to right. Pass sent ahead to Swenson. She brings it down in, right out in front, centering, sends it across through the crease. Nobody there. Lee will pick it up down in the corner. She tries to center it up. Bitts is going to knock it away. Out to center, all the way down into the Moorhead end. It's going to cross the goal line and get called back on icing. I'll apologize for the choppy-looking video. It's the netting that's causing interference. Face-off near side of the Capital zone between Rude and Shirley. Shirley's going to win the draw. Capitals will take control of it. Set along the far side wall. It'll be turned back in with a slap shot from Little. Will be held up back behind the net. Shirley centers it up to Retzer. Retzer puts it on the side of the cage. And it'll get covered up by Graybar. Faceoff will come back to the near side of the Capitals' end. between Rude and Shirley again. So it gets knocked over to the near side wall and then back behind the net where Rude will take control. Brings it across and out through center on the near side, right down into the Moorhead end. She's going to lose the handle on it, and it'll go down into the far side corner. Set up by Little. Handled by Pavlicek. Down into the slot. Shot put on Paulson is going to get turned away. It'll end up along the near side boards and get kicked out to center. Shirley. Backhand shot goes behind the net. It'll end up in the far side corner, or it'll be picked up by Rude. Out through center. Chipped into the Moorhead zone by Juleson. Lovejoy is going to send it back out to center. To Lane. Has it knocked away. Strand will go get it. She's going to hand it off to Lovejoy. It'll be just about intercepted by Oswald. Sent over to the far side wall by Lovejoy. Around back behind her own net is going to go Lane. She'll have it knocked away just as she's getting to the blue line. Puck will get sent back into the Moorhead end. Hendrickson flips it out to center. It's going to roll all the way down into the other end. No icing. So it'll be taken back behind the Bismarck net by Shibley. Puck comes free, top of the slot. Strand tries for the shot. It'll get kicked away by Brandt and sent out to center by Peterson. Turned back in by the Spuds. It'll go down into the far side corner. Peterson looks to clear. Sends it ahead to Ulm and out to center. Near side Bitts is driven into the corner by Little. Little is going to come away with it. Bitts is going to knock it away from Little. Little ahead, tries to clear. It'll find its way out to center. Dyer will throw it back in, and the Capitals will be offside. Face off near side of the neutral zone, just outside of the Moorhead end between Bitts and Lane. It's going to be won by Lane, sent into the Moorhead zone to Lovejoy. Lovejoy pinched up along the near side wall. She's able to get it out to Swenson at center. Swenson sends it across to Lane. Lane, top of the slot. Hammers it home and puts the Spuds on the board. So that will go down in the books as Lane with assists from Swenson and Lovejoy. 11:06 first period, tied up at Snake Eyes. Face off out at center will be between Ulm and Shirley. Looked like Retzer was going to take it for a moment. Shirley's going to win the draw. She'll slap it back to Little just inside of her own zone. Will carry it out to center. She'll have it knocked away. Near side of the Bismarck end. Puck will be sent back behind the net. Gathered up there by Bitts and knocked away by Retzer.
Number 10, 55, number 8.
Going back the other direction. Sent out to center. Lovejoy is going to get pinched up against the wall by Dyer. Puck will end up down into the Moorhead zone. Stolen away by Shirley. Cleared out. Sent across to Retzer. Retzer can't get it clear. It'll be held up at the point by Rude. Rude has it knocked away. Out to center will go. Off of the near side boards, it'll be Oswald. The number 10, Anderson. Back down into the Moorhead zone. It'll be Little in the far side corner. She's going to carry it around the net. Send it off of the near side wall to Carter. Carter tries to clear. Puck will come free. Lovejoy is going to send it across and out. Dump back in by Blakowski. And then sent all the way down into the Bismarck end. Taken there by Rude, right in front of her net. She drags it out to center. and dumps it in right into the near side corner of the Moorhead end. Back behind her net, it'll be Ekron. To Hendrickson. Ahead to Strand, who tries to get it over to Shirley. It'll be picked off by Hahn. And then steered over to the far side wall. Shot from the point by Bitts is going to go around back behind the net and into the corner. Shirley is able to clear it. Strand shovels it ahead. Will be picked up just inside the Bismarck zone and sent the other direction. Stolen away by Lane at center. Knocked away by Pavlicek. And it'll go all the way down into the Moorhead zone. Eckert will collect it along the near side wall about halfway up. She tries to clear it out. It'll be intercepted by Oswald. Oswald will put a shot on Paulson, who will kick it down, and it'll get sent over to the near side boards and across ice, and Hockett will send it out to center. Down into the Bismarck zone. Oswald and Hockett. Hockett is going to come away with it. Pavlicek is going to step in and knock it away from Hockett. Spuds look to hold it in. Hockett to Lane. Lane far side, brings it in. Slot, shot, gobbled up by Graybar. And she'll hold this one at Snake Eyes. 8 minutes and a dime to go in the first. Face off far side of the Capitals' end is going to be sent right out to center, and it's going to roll all the way down into the Moorhead zone. Picked up by Little well before it can get to the goal line. Off the near side wall. Chipped ahead by Swenson. Knocked back down in and flipped out to center by Swenson. Turned back the other way by Brandt. Held by Dyer just inside the Bismarck, or inside the Moorhead zone. Will be knocked away by Lovejoy and go back behind the net. Picked off by Little. She'll send it up the wall. Centering pass is going to be intercepted by Lovejoy. It'll be Lee ahead to Shirley, who will have it knocked away by Shabley just before she enters the zone. Lee comes away with it. Far side. Brings it across onto the near. Has it poke checked away. It's going to be headed back the other way on the stick of Dyer. Cross ice pass to Zabka. Has a little bit too much heat on it. She can't quite control it. Spuds are going to come away with it. Hendrickson sends it ahead to Swenson. It's going to be picked up along the near side wall by Rude and held in by Shirley. Cleared out to center by Juleson. Smacked across the near side wall to Hone. And Eckert will clear it right back out to center. Lane and Rude down into the far side corner. Puck comes up the near side, or up the wall. Shot from Hendrickson on the far side is going to get kicked away by Graybar. And the Capitals will come away with it and take it the other way. Out through center. Puck will be sent back behind the Moorhead net. Turned the other direction by Rude. Sent cross ice by Carter to Retzer. Retzer drives the zone on the near side. She's going to carry it behind the net. Looks to set up shop. Has it knocked away. It'll come along the near side wall. Lane tries to hold it in. It's going to be knocked away by Peterson and out to center. And then sent right back down into the Bismarck zone and called back on icing. .537 first period, 1-1 tie. Face off comes back to the far side of the Moorhead zone. Be Shirley and Oswald squaring up. Spuds are going to come away with it. Little sends it off the glass. It'll be held up about 3/4 of the way out. Shot from point blank is going to be turned away by Paulson and end up back behind the net. Lovejoy will collect. She's going to steer it the other direction over to Hockett on the far side. Alm steps in to knock it away. It'll end up with Lovejoy back behind the net, who sends it along the near side wall this time. Turned back down into the corner by Miller. Lovejoy's going to have to go after it again. Strand tries to clear it. Shot on Paulson will be knocked down in traffic. And the Spuds are going to be able to clear it out to center. Held up along the far side, right on the red line. Spuds are going to come away with it. Shirley down into the zone. Top of the slot. She'll have it knocked away by Pavlicek. Bismarck tries to clear it. Goes up to Eckern at the point. Who drives it down in. Has it knocked away by Peterson. Peterson takes it out to center and sends it ahead to Bitts. Bitts cross ice is intercepted by Shirley. Sent out to center. Dumped into the Bismarck zone. Shibley will intercept and try to clear it back out. Swenson picks it up. Top of the point. Drives it into the slot. Has it knocked away. Going back to the direction on the stick of Bitts now. She'll have it knocked away by Hendrickson. It'll end up with Dyer, who takes a shot that's going to go wide of the net and back behind. It'll be flipped out to center by Eckern. Along the near side boards, Dyer. Sent ahead to Zabka and cleared out by Hendrickson. All the way down into the far side corner of the Capitals end, it'll be Shibley with Lee in her pockets. Puck is going to get knocked down and come over to Lee. Lovejoy steps up near side, takes the shot, kick save made. Puck is going to be cleared out of the slot by Brandt and then sent out through center and all the way down into the Moorhead end. No icing. It'll be picked up just beyond the goal line by Little. Ahead to Swenson, near side. Swenson goes in hard and fast. Tries to drop it off for Lane. It's going to get knocked away by Rude and sent over to the far side wall. 2:50 to go. Back behind the Bismarck net, it'll be Anderson who sends it along the far side wall. Chipped out to center by Juleson. Picked off by Lovejoy. Lovejoy brings it in, takes a shot. Glove save made by Graybar. Puck will end up back behind the net. Carried along the far side wall, stripped away by Shirley. Shirley will have it knocked free by Blakowski. Out to center, on to the near side boards. It's going to be Hone. She's going to dump it into the near side corner of the Moorhead end. Little tries to get it ahead to Shirley. It's going to be picked off by Brandt, but it'll find its way out to center. Going back the other way, it's going to be Little this time. Top of the slot, shot. Goes just wide of the net, around back and onto the near side boards. Picked up there by Anderson. Dumped into the Moorhead zone, no icing. Little will be able to play it well before it gets to the red line. She'll flip it right back out to center. Handled up there by Peterson. She sends it into the Moorhead zone, and the Capitals will be offside. Minute 45 to go. Face off far side, just outside the Moorhead end. Will be picked off by Strand at center ice. Carried into the Moorhead zone by Oswald. She's going to get steered all the way down into the corner by Lane. Lane comes away with it, takes it behind the net, and is going to bring it up hard and fast along the near side boards. She'll have it knocked free by Pavlicek. Tries to center it up. Puck loose in the slot. Is going to get knocked out by Miller. Almost sent out to center ice. Eckern is there to take the shot. The one-timer goes into the glove of Graybar. And we'll have a minute 4. Face-off near side between Bitts and Shirley will come up to Little, who puts the shot right on, but it's going to go just a little bit high and over the back of the net. Shirley, Lovejoy. Back down to Shirley in the corner. She'll carry it behind the net, looks to center it up, looks for the shot. Top of the slot, drops it back to Lovejoy. Lovejoy is going to bring it down in, takes the shot right into the glove of Graybar. 36 and a half seconds to go here in the first. Faceoff comes to the near side of the Bismarck end. It'll be won by Shirley and picked off by Dyer, who will take it out through center. Poke checked free by Songstead. Shirley's going to take it the other direction. And number 16, Elizabeth Scheibele, is going to be headed to the box now for tripping. And that'll send the Spuds to the power play with 23.4 seconds left in the first.
Go Moorhead!
Face-off is going to be near side of the Capital zone between Dyer and Lane. Lane is going to come away with it. She'll take it, send it back up to Eckert at the near side. It's going to slide all the way out to center. Picked up by Dyer, knocked away by Hendrickson. It'll go all the way across onto the stick of Zabka, who puts a backhand on Paulson. They come all the way around behind the net and out to center, and that is going to do it. So after one, your Moorhead Spuds and the Bismarck Capitals are tied up at 1. Spuds will start the third on the power play with 1:37 remaining. Stick around. We're going to do some more Beat the Player videos. And we'll be back as soon as they're done flooding the rink. What's your name and position?
Abby Retzer, forward and defense.
How long have you been playing hockey?
Around 6 to 7 years.
Who's your favorite NHL team?
Wild.
Who's your favorite hockey player, past or present?
Kaylin and Haley.
Who's the craziest person on your team?
Mari or Molly.
What's your best memory from this season?
The hotels.
How wild are your parents when it comes to cheering you on?
Not too bad.
Who's the biggest rival this season?
Grand Rapids.
Which area of the hockey rink is known as the sin bin?
The penalty box.
The NHL is a professional hockey league in which 2 countries?
USA and Canada.
What's your name and position?
Molly, Hockett, left wing, or right wing,
How long have you been playing hockey?
around 8 years.
What's your favorite NHL team?
The Wild,
Who's your favorite hockey player, past or present?
Braylon,
Who's the craziest person on your team?
Braylon,
What's your best memory from this season?
playing Grand Rapids.
How wild are your parents when it comes to cheering you on?
I don't know, pretty good.
Who's your biggest rival this season?
Grand Rapids or Brainerd.
Which area of the hockey rink is known as the sin bin?
The penalty box.
The NHL is a professional hockey league in which two countries?
The United States and Canada.
into this.
So first 15 minutes down, 30 minutes to go. Your Moorhead Spuds and the Bismarck Capitals are tied up at 1. Spuds will start the second on the power play with 1:47 to go.
Yep. I'm back, guys.
I believe it
Your
actually
guest
should
speaker.
be 1:47. They put it at 1:37.
Shut it.
Starting the second are going to be number 7, Nevaeh Hendrickson, and number 18, Kaylin Eckren on the blue line. Left and right are going to be number 3, Molly Hockett, and number 10, Brooke Lane. And centering it up is going to be number 4, Caitlin Shirley. Centering for Bismarck will be number 15, Claire Oswald. Puck is going to be dropped into the Moorhead zone, sent ahead from Eckren to Hockett at center, and turned back down into the Moorhead end by Pavlicek. Handled along the near side boards, Hockett ahead to Shirley out at center. Shirley drives it in near side, looks for the shot, takes the shot, puck loose in the slot. It'll be cleared over to the near side boards. It'll be handled there by Oswald, who sends it out to center and all the way down into the Moorhead end. That one will get called back on icing. You're unmuted, Mark. You can talk.
Sounds good.
So A-team announcer Mark Skauge has joined us for the second. Face off on the near side of the Bismarck end between Swenson and Oswald is going to get sent out to center and turned right back down in, and the Spuds will be offside. Face off far side of the neutral zone on the Bismarck end. Be Lane and Oswald. 55 seconds to go on the Moorhead power play. Puck sent across ice from Lovejoy. Will be left to sit by itself and then picked up by Hockett. Sent over onto the near side boards. Oswald will have it. She's going to carry it behind her net. And along the far side, have it poke checked away by Lovejoy. Will be picked up back inside of her zone by Hansen. Sent out through center and dumped into the Moorhead end. It'll come into the far side corner. Little sent it ahead to Lane. Lane is going to drive it in by herself. Puts the brakes on, takes a shot, and puts it away to put the Spuds on the board. 5-2.
Power play goal for the Spuds.
13:39, 17 seconds left on the power play. Brooke Lane with the go-ahead goal.
Scored first goal.
Facehouse comes back out to center between Bitts and Shirley. Drop back to Hendrickson, sent ahead to Swenson, far side. She'll chip it up and off the wall and give chase back behind the net. It'll be handled there by Lee. Lee tries to center it up to Swenson. It gets knocked away and into the far side corner. Will be thrown up and off the glass by Anderson. Far or near side corner, sent out to center. Dumped right back down and in. Spuds will end up offside. Face off far side, just outside the Bismarck zone, is going to get sent across ice and into the Moorhead end. Backhanded out by Little up to Lane. Lane is going to drive it in on the far side. She'll have it knocked away by Anderson. Anderson's going to send it right back out. Spuds will have to reset. Lovejoy head to Retzer, dumps it in. Picked up in the slot by Blakowski and tossed over to the near side boards. Lane at center ice, steals it away from Zabka. She's going to take it in. She takes a shot that'll get knocked down by Anderson. It'll be tossed right back out to center. And then Zabka is going to launch it to the other end. So back down in to the Bismarck end on icing. Face-off will be far side between Rude and Shirley. Spuds are going to come away with it. It'll get seared down into the far side corner where it'll be taken by Shively. Around behind the net, she's going to get into the near side corner and send it across the other side, and it'll be cleared out to center by Hone. Hendrickson inside her own zone, off the boards ahead to Hockett. Hockett along the near side, sends it up to Hendrickson. Hendrickson tries to center it up. It'll end up with Shirley. Shirley backhand shot. Kick save made by Graybar. Rebound shot is going to get covered up. Face-off will go to the far side of the Bismarck end. Rude and Shirley. Shirley's going to win the draw. It's going to come all the way over onto the near side boards. Be sent out to center by Peterson, or by Juleson. Far side steered into the corner, round back behind the net. Will be picked up by Rude and stolen away by the Spuds. And then cleared out, sent the length of the ice, and that one will get caught. No icing. Taken by Anderson in the Moorhead zone. Kicked up into the netting along the far side. So that one will get whistled dead as offside. Face-off is going to be the far side of the Moorhead end between Oswald and Lane. Oswald's going to win the draw. Spuds are going to clear it out. Lane is going to have the breakaway on the far side. She takes the shot, goes just wide, and will end up back behind the net. Picked up along the near side. Top of the slot, shot, goes wide. Rebound will be handled by Lee. She tries to set it up. It's going to be turned over to the far side, or on the near side wall. And then carried out to center by the Capitals. Shively right down into the Moorhead end, dumps it into the far side corner. It'll come around behind the net and end up with Alm in the corner. Stolen away by the Spuds. Little sending ahead to Swenson. Swenson has it poke checked away at center by Shively. It'll be taken down into the Moorhead zone by Dreyer. Poke checked away. Floats free along the near side. Lane is going to come up and take handle of it. She'll have it knocked away by Oswald. Little will take care of it. Hands it off to Lane. Lane is going to bang it home and put the Spuds up by 2. 10:40, 3-1 Moorhead lead. Face-off is going to be Bitts and Shirley. Drop back to Hendrickson along the just outside of her own zone. Cross-ice pass is intercepted by Zabka. It'll be held up along the near side boards. Carter is able to clear it out. Down into the Bismarck zone. It'll be Miller who steers it over onto the near side wall and then down into the corner. Pinched up by Retzer. Bismarck comes away with it. They look to clear. It's going to end up at center ice with Ekron. Ekron cross to Carter. She brings it in just inside the zone. It'll be pinched up along the wall between Retzer and Dyer and Zabka. And then the shot put on in Graybar will get gobbled up and covered. 9:44, second period. 3-1 Moorhead lead. Face off near side between Rude and Lane is going to be cleared out to center by Pavlicek. And it's going to go all the way down into the Moorhead end, right on to Paulson. She'll stick it off to the side. It'll be carried around back behind the net by Lovejoy. Along the far side wall. Strand who tries to clear it. It'll be held in by Hansen. From the slot, Lane loses the stick. She's still able to clear it out. Shot from the far side, kick save made, rebound loose. But Bismarck is going to bang it home and cut their deficit by 1. She had the first 2 rebounds, but couldn't get the third one.
Why are they so loud? He sucks. They're loud.
So as Mark said, she did have the first 2 saves. The third one she just couldn't quite get a handle on. Puck is going to be dropped into the Moorhead zone. Lee is going to clear it out along the near side wall. Pavlicek will have it just outside of her own zone. Cross ice. Cone dumps it onto the ref. Spuds come away with it. Lee ahead to Shirley. It'll end up down in the Bismarck zone to be stolen away by Rude. Rude, top of the slot, has the puck knocked away by Ekron. It'll end up down in the near side corner. Rude back behind the net. Puck is loose in the slot, will be cleared out by Shirley. Ref thought it was covered up already.
Why are they two?
Face off to the near side is going to be Oswald and Shirley. Over to the near side wall. Hendricks tries to send it out. She'll battle for it with Alm. It'll go back behind the net and come free into the far side corner. Taken there by Peterson. Sent on Paulson. Paulson will get it covered up.
Why did you tell me that?
Puck will be sent out to center. Taken just inside of her own zone by Oswald. Oswald's shot is redirected into the near side corner. Picked up by Alm. Shot taken on Paulson is going to get knocked down. And Lane is going to have it going the other direction. Lane puts the brakes on. Shot! She's definitely figured that put the brakes on. And that would be the hat trick, yeah. But she's definitely figured out the put the brakes on, deke them out, and go glove side high. Spuds 4-2, 7:38 to go. Face off at center is going to be won by Shirley. Back to Hendricks. It'll send it up the near side wall to Hockett. Stolen away by Brandt. And taken back behind the net into the far side corner. Shirley's able to strip it. It'll be taken right back and sent out to center. Ekron. Cross ice to Hockett is almost intercepted. It'll be held out of the zone by Bitts. Bitts is going to have it going in on the near side. Her shot is going to get kicked away by Paulson. Ekron will have it back behind the net. Dyer and Ekron. Centering pass from Zabka will be intercepted by the Spuds. We're going to go back the other direction on the stick of Strand. Strand shot. Kick save made by Graybar. Puck will go back behind the net. Spuds trying to center it up. It's going the other all the way down into the Moorhead end.
No icing.
No icing. It's going to be Dyer trying to center it up. Hendrickson was there to kick it away. Held up along the near side boards. Rude driven into the slot. backhand goes just wide of the net and behind. Rude and Lovejoy will fight for it back behind the net. Rude comes away with it, tries for the wraparound, gets kicked away and onto the far side boards. Strand is going to have it. Ahead to Hockett. Hockett will have it knocked away. Pavlicek is going to try to clear it back out. Down into the wall is Shirley. Bismarck takes it back the other direction. Intercepted by Swenson. Sent cross ice to Shirley. Pavlicek is going to be able to knock it away. Just outside of her own zone is going to be Hone. Stolen away by Swenson on the pass. Poke checked away by Anderson. And Bismarck is going to take it the other direction. Rude down and in, knocked away by Lovejoy. It'll go all the way around back behind the net and onto the stick of Rude, or onto the stick of Holm, far side. One-timer is blocked down by Shirley. Shirley down into the Capital zone, takes a shot, glove save, puck loose, rebound is picked up by Shirley, takes the second shot. It'll get knocked away. Lee comes around with a shot. She's going to bang. Oh! I could have swore that one was in. I could have swore that one found the back of the net bar. Lane gets her own rebound on the far side. Round to the top of the slot, looks for the shot. Backhands it around behind the net. It'll be taken along the far side wall and sent back behind the net by Eckring. Lee up to Lane. Lane has it poke checked away along the near side wall by Oswald. Centering pass to Retzer is going to be intercepted and taken back out to center. Lane along the near side boards, just inside of her own zone. Is going to carry it out to dump it into the Bismarck zone in the near side corner. And now Lane is going to be headed to the box for the cross. So that'll negate the Moorhead power play. And we'll skate 4-on-4 for a minute 15. And then the Capitals will have a 45-second power play. Faceoff comes back down on the far side of the Moorhead end between Shirley and Bitts. Steered over onto the far side boards. Lovejoy and Dyer fight for it. Hockett steps in and is able to send it out center. Cross ice. Bukowski dumps it into the near side corner. It'll go all the way around to Lovejoy on the far side. Poke checked away, little in front of the net. Is going to be able to clear it out. Up to Shirley at center. Shirley knocks it loose. Down into the Bismarck zone. It'll go into the corner and around back behind the net. Knocked away by Bitts onto the near side wall. She's able to send it out to Dyer at center, who drops it right back to Bitts. Bitts, far side, shot. Blocker save made by Paulson. It'll end up on the near side wall and be steered out to center by Hockett. Hockett cross ice all the way up into the Bismarck zone. And it's going to get smacked back the other direction by Anderson. No icing. Little will go get it. Little is going to send it ahead to Hockett. It'll be taken away by Scheibele back behind the net. Bismarck back to full strength. All the way down into the Moorhead end by, I believe it was Anderson. Takes the shot and was able to get it on Paulson, or went wide of the net. Near side Brandt. Chip shot is blocked by Little. Goes back behind the net and into the corner. Gathered up there by Rude, sent up to Scheibele at the point. And the Spuds are able to clear. Scheibele, Swenson in her pocket, knocks it away. Swenson off the boards. Puck will end up down in the corner and gathered up by Rude. Spuds are back at full strength. Lane in the corner. They'll bring it around back behind. She tries to send it the other direction. It's going to be intercepted by Rude and turned into the corner. Near side boards flipped out to center to Hone. Eckert is there to pickpocket and knock the puck loose. Run back behind the Moorhead net, sent out to center. Lane is going to be going along the far side wall. She's going to get tripped up by Pavlicek. And Bismarck is going to go back the other direction. Tossed out to center by Oswald. Eckert will grab it just inside of her own zone. Just about has the cross ice picked off by Alm. And Oswald will have it inside of her own zone. Puts on the brakes, back behind her own nets, goes the other direction, tries to center it or send it out. And the Spuds just about had a scoring opportunity. Shirley. Carter shot, kick save made. Puck goes back behind the net. Pavlicek sends it into the corner. Retzer flips it the other direction. Shirley carries it around back behind the net. Looks for the centering pass, throws it off the boards to Hendrickson, who sends it right back around behind the net.
30 seconds left in the period.
Far side corner. Retzer is going to break it loose. She'll send it around onto the near side. It'll be sent out to center where Eckert will take control. .17.5 ticks to go here in the second. 4-2 Moorhead lead. Face-off comes just outside the Capital zone between Bitts and Lane. And right off the face-off, the whistle blew, and I'm not sure what it was. So it's going to be handled this time by Zabka, stolen away by Lovejoy. Sent ahead to Lane inside the zone. She'll have it knocked free by Blakowski. And that is going to wrap up the second. So after 30, your Spuds are leading 4-2. We'll be back here in just a minute. Strand has it stolen away by Rude. Going to be taken back out to center, sent back in by Hendrickson. Back to Ekron at center. Pocket near side has it knocked away by Rude. Will be held up far or taken along far side by Juleson. Down into the corner into the Moorhead zone. Will be held up along the far side wall. Paulson will block away the shot. Another shot from the near side by Anderson will also get blocked down in front of Paulson. Anderson will have it out at center. Cross ice to Bitts. Ahead to Hone. Hone drives the zone. She's going to get ridden into the wall by Lee. Swenson comes away with it. Swenson ahead to Lane. A little bit too much heat on the pass. Puck goes all the way down into the corner. Lane will pick it up down there. Almost gets stapled to the wall. Looks to center it up. Takes a shot. It'll go all the way across and into the near side corner. Swenson picks it up. Centers it up. It'll be intercepted by Dyer and sent out to center. Lovejoy just inside her own zone. Will have it poke checked away by Alm. She's going to carry it around behind the neck with Alm in her pocket the entire way. Sent out to Swenson at center, who's able to carry it down in, but has it knocked away just inside the slot. Lee, far side lane. Has it poke checked away. It'll be Peterson out to center, stolen away by Lane, going back the other direction. Knocked free, flipped in by Little. Brandt tries to clear. It's going to be held in by Carter. This time they're going to have to take it around back behind the net. It's going to be sent out through center and go all the way down into the Moorhead end. Ekron is going to be able to play it before it crosses the goal line. So no icing. She carries it around behind the net, back out through center. One-on-one, going the other direction, puts the brakes on, drops it off. But it'll be picked off by Peterson. Lane at center. Sends it up into the air. Carter will have it along the near side wall. Tries to get it into the zone. She does. Sent right back out by Bitts. Onto the stick of Ekron and kicks it in. And it'll end up with Scheibele. Shirley, far side. We'll have it poke checked away by Zabka. Zabka's going to get steered into the wall by Hendrickson. Knocked free and out to center by Retzer. Along the far side, chipped across over to Scheibele. Scheibele brings it across the red line and tries to dump it into the Moorhead zone. It'll be picked up by Lovejoy. Lovejoy is going to send it out to center to Hockett. It'll get knocked free and Strand will have it just inside the Bismarck zone. Down behind the net will be Juleson. Along the near side boards, that one's going to get sent out and go the entire length of the ice. No icing on it. Be handled along the far side wall and sent back behind the net. Lovejoy gets tripped up as she exits the zone. And the Spuds are going to go to the power play. Face off far side of the Capitals' end. It's going to be whistled dead almost immediately after the puck drop again. They didn't have the penalty on the right side of the board. Hendrickson shot. 6 save by Graybar. Taken out to center by Dyer. Poke checked away nicely by Ekron. Will be smacked into the Moorhead zone by Dyer, and Lane is going to come away with it. Lane looks for the shot, takes the shot, bangs it home, 5-2 Moorhead.
What?
10-18, third period, 5-2 Moorhead lead on the power play goal by Brooke Lane. Face-off between Dyer and Shirley at center is going to be controlled by Shirley. She's going to carry it all the way down and dump it in the corner. It'll go back behind the net. She'll pick it up back there to Carter. Carter tries to center it up. Picked off by Peterson and taken out to center. Cross ice over to Alm. Alm is going to put the shot on Paulson, who will stick it back behind the net. Retcher in the corner, puts the brakes on. She's going the other direction. Has it knocked away by Alm, who gets a shot on Paulson. Centering pass off the rebound from behind the net is going to get picked off by Peterson or by Paulson. Lovejoy will have it along the near side boards. She tries to drive it out, has it knocked away by Dyer. Dyer tries to center it up, and it's going to get covered up by Paulson.
Scoring, Bismarck, number 10. Scoring, Moorhead, number 10. Shooting, number 18.
Face-off comes to the near side, the glove side of Paulson between Lane and Bitts. It'll end up with Ekron down to the corner. She's going to send it around. It'll go to Hocken along the far side. Hocken gets it out to center. Lane comes away with it, but she'll have it poke checked away inside the Bismarck zone by Anderson. Hockett, Strand, tries for the shot, gets knocked down in traffic. Gets it back, goes for another shot that'll also get knocked down in traffic. Comes up to Hendrickson, tries for the shot. It's going to get loose in the slot, get steered over the near side boards, and then sent all the way out. And it's going to be playable down into the Moorhead zone. Oswald tried to get the shot away. She lost the edge, and Hendrickson was able to steer it over onto the boards. Cleared out by Lane. Flipped up and off the boards, back to herself. She's going to take it in. She looks for the shot from the side of the slot. She's going to bring it around back behind the net. Centering pass, Swenson is going to come all the way out to Lovejoy at center. Lovejoy over to Lane. Can't get control of it. It'll be momentarily handled by Oswald, but taken back by Lane. Little along the near side boards, drives it in. Puck gets sent up into the air. It'll be Anderson who sends it cross ice back out to center. Oswald smacks it down into the Moorhead end. Little will go get it right in front of Paulson. Sent back out to center. It'll be Juleson. Tossed into the Moorhead zone by Brandt. Kicked all the way down into the Moorhead, back behind the net, and into the near side corner. It'll be taken there by Rude. Takes a shot. It goes just wide of the net. It comes up to Brandt along the far side, who tries a shot that's going to get knocked down in traffic. Along the far side, Lee was able to knock it free. It's going to get dumped into the Moorhead end by Juleson. Swenson will send it across to Little along the near side. Swenson drives it in along the near side. She's going to have it knocked away. She's going to get the shot away, or is able to pick it up and get the shot away. That'll get blockered away by Graybar. Centering pass from Shirley is going to get cleared over into the corner and come up to Little at the point. Shirley shot from the slot. Kick save made by Graybar. Hockett will have it down in the corner. Cross ice pass is intercepted by Strand. She runs into a traffic of three, has it stolen away by Scheibele. He'll carry it back behind the net. Along the boards and out to center will be Alm. Ekron will pick it up just inside of her own zone, sends it across to Strand. Strand drives the zone and has it knocked free by Scheibele. Held up in the corner between Shirley and Dyer. Hockett comes away with it on the far side. She gets upended. Puck comes free, taken out to center. Eckern is able to knock it down. It's going to be stolen back by Dyer. Dyer carries it in. Shire, big blocker, saved by Paulson. And the Spuds are once again able to clear it right back out to center. Held up just inside her own zone is going to be Miller. Tries to send it ahead. Hendricks is going to be there to intercept. Shirley will have it top of the slot. Takes the look, takes the shot. Shoulder save by Graybar. Will end up along the near side board and battled over by Retzer and Miller. Sent cross onto the far side, cleared out to center by Oswald. It'll be Zabko who brings it in near side. Goes for the shot, has it knocked down in traffic. Eckern comes away with the rebound. Eckern ahead to Lane. And that one's going to go the length of the ice off a Lane skate and be called back on icing. 5:03 to go in this third place game. 5-2 Moorhead lead. Timeout is going to be called by Bismarck.
I'm gonna yell empty net, so make sure you're aware. I'll go like this.
So off the Bismarck timeout, face-off comes to the near side of the Moorhead end. Will be brought over to the near side wall and center on back behind the net. Little picks it up ahead to Lee. Lee to Swenson. Swenson breaks it away. Gets the shot off right into the breadbasket of Graybar. And we'll have 4 minutes and 48 seconds to go. Face off to the far side will be Rude and Lane. One by Lane, sent down in the corner. Pavlicek will gather it up there. Sends it around back behind the net. Lane and Lovejoy will send it back behind the net. Rude will have it. Rude slams Lane up against the wall. Lane comes away with it. Knocked away by Pavlicek. Anderson gets knocked down, or Lane gets knocked down by Anderson once again. Dumped into the Moorhead zone in the corner. Will end up back behind the Moorhead net and almost into the near side corner where Lovejoy will send it back around to the far side. Lee ahead to Swenson. Swenson one-on-one is able to carry it all the way down and in. Shot is going to kicked away by Graybar and then steered clear by Hone. Lane is going to have it top of the point. Backhands it down in the corner. And Bismarck is going to be able to throw it all the way out and down into the other end of the spuds. No icing. Gathered up there by the spuds. Shirley's almost able to clear. Dyer steals it away and is able to get the shot taken on Paulson, and it's going to go top shelf and cut this lead by one. 5-3 with 3:26 to go. Of it. Face-off is going to be controlled by Moorhead, dumped into the Bismarck zone and cleared right back out by Anderson. Shirley, shot. Kick save made by Graybar. Puck lends it along the near side wall.
Number 3, unassisted.
All the way to Hendrickson up on the far side. Shot from the point by Bukowski. Will end up over along the far side. Hocken is going to get a handle on it. Out to center to Shirley. Shirley and Anderson just inside the Bismarck zone. Both go down along the near side wall. It's going to get slung around behind the net by Bukowski and end up going all the way down to the other end. Little will be able to run it down before it's iced. Ahead to Shirley, near side. Shirley brings it around into the center, looks for the shot on the empty net. Kicked away by Bitts. Puck comes onto the near side boards. Carter goes after it. She gets taken down by Schleiby. Sent out through center. It's going to go all the way down into the Moorhead zone and get called back an icing. And we'll have exactly 2 minutes left in this third place game. Graybar comes back out to the net as the face-off will be to the blocker's side. It's going to be Lane and Bitts near side. Swenson and Lee left and right. Hendrickson and Lovejoy. Puck is controlled by Lee. Has it stolen away by Oswald. Cleared out to Lovejoy at center. Lovejoy tries to dump it back in. It'll be sent right back out to center by Bitts. Root will have it. She's going to drop it off for Brandt. Lane is going to come down the near side with it. She gets tripped up. Minute 36 to go. Capitals go the other direction with it. Scheibele. Lovejoy is able to steal it away. Little is able to chip it up. And out to center, and Bismarck will end up offside. Minute 25 to go. Face off far side, just outside the Moorhead zone. It's going to be Shirley and Rude. Empty net for Bismarck. Chipped into the Moorhead zone, sent right back out by Little. She gets tripped up by Brandt along the far side board. Strand is going to have it. Back to Lovejoy, just inside of her own zone, tries to send it out. It'll be knocked down by Peterson, held up inside the Moorhead end. Little flips it ahead out to center. It'll be taken there by Brandt, who carries it all the way down and in. And Brandt is going to go top shelf on Paulson and put this game within one. "57 seconds to go, 5-4 Moorhead lead."
Scoring, Bismarck. Number 14, unassisted.
Face off at center is going to be Rude and Lane. Shirley and Hagen left and right. Hendrickson and Ekron back. Puck gets chipped into the Moorhead or into the Bismarck zone, right back across the neutral zone to into Moorhead. Sent out by Ekron. Shot taken from Rude is going to be blocked down by Paulson and will end up in the far side corner. Cross ice with the shot. Rebound is loose. Backside is going to get cleared out by Lane. It'll be sent onto the far side wall. Lane is going to have it. She's going back the other direction. One-on-one with Scheibele. Walks around it and puts it away in the 22 and a half seconds. Oh, but seals the deal on this 6-4 lead from Moorhead.
Good for her.
Scoring. Moorhead, number 10. Through.
The announcer said that's a hat trick. That's actually her second hat trick. So with 22 and a half seconds to go, Bismarck coach is having a conversation with the refs. Not sure about what. Lee and Swenson, Shirley to center it up. Hendrickson and Ekron on the blue line. We're going to have some pushing and shoving. Oswald is going to come away with it. Swenson is able to knock it free. It'll be held up along the near side boards by Lee. Down into the Bismarck zone, it'll be Pavlicek who sends it back out to center. Lee intercepts the cross-ice pass and is able to dump it in. It'll be held up by Pavlicek along the far side wall, and that is going to do it. Your Moorhead Spuds are going to come away victorious in this third-place game. And like I said, take the third-place trophy in the Fargo International.
Third place trophy presentation. Wow, what a good game. Congratulations to both teams. The third place 2023 Shields Girls International New B Division goes to Moorhead.
So Paulson goes and collects the trophy for Moorhead.
Hey, coach, can you sign the book? Coach, can you sign the book? Thank you, teams, for participating in the Field Golf International Tournament. Your parents and fans. A special thank you to our tournament sponsor Shields and the Fargo Youth Hockey parents for working in the game. Thank you for choosing Fargo. Please drive home safe.
So that is going to do it for us from the Fargo International of 2023. Your Moorhead Spuds have come away victorious with the third place trophy. I want to thank Mark Skauge, the A-Team announcer, for stopping by and hanging out with us during the second and supplying us with the backup battery pack. So for my camera operator, Lisa Swenson, board operator, Emily Swenson, Twitter master, Lexi Fish, if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe and notify button. We'll be back in action with one game, a district game on Sunday against Alexandria. So stay tuned, and we'll be back real soon. I'm Seth. This has been a production of Krabby Toad Studios. We'll see you next weekend.